Hello everybody. I want to go through some Magic the Gathering today. I actually did this on stream the other day and it was terrible. Exile them, then shuffle. You may put an exiled card. The stream was not in a good shape. It was ill. So I guess a bit of a forewarning. Some of these ideas might be preconceived, some of the reactions, but you know what? I really wanted to go through this set. I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge fan of The Hobbit. I mean, look at this shit, man. I've got a fucking giant ass Lord of the Rings poster on the side of my fucking wall. That was a bad idea. Now my camera is probably all cocked up, but anyway. So I want to start by going through the actual Wizards announcement, and then we can go through some of the cards that are teased on Scryfall. For starters, I mean, are we even going to talk about Smaug? Are we even going to talk about him? I mean, it's just the one ring all over again, right? It's the cash grab. It's the gold-plated, gold-printed Smaug, the chase card that everyone wants. Yeah, I don't know what else is to say about it. I think the art is cool. I think this depiction of Smaug is really cool. Yeah, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. We're not gonna get this card. Some collector will buy it for $500,000 and that'll be that. The book covers embrace classic style on book cover cards. I think these are cool. I think these are nice. I like the different typography for the different covers. I think that's cool, like the title of the covers. I think it works really well for like longer names like this as well. J.R.R. Tolkien, legendary creature. Of all of these kind of like alt printings, I think these ones work really well. I mean, we've seen this done before, right? With the scary movie posters. I mean, we've seen it in Secret Lair. I'm pretty sure it was in Murders in Call of Manor and stuff like that. We've seen this kind of treatment before. I think this one works really well though. Yeah, they're okay. They're readable. At the very least, they're readable. And honestly, that in itself is a feat. If I was running Thranduil, although I wouldn't, yeah, these would be great in the command zone. Actually, you know what? Let's just talk about this guy now. Why did they have to add blue? Why did they have to add blue to this guy? He's already really powerful. He was so flavorful. I mean, in sort of like a bottom-up design sense, he is very flavorful. Thranduil has all activated abilities of all elf cards in your graveyard. Pretty cool. I mean, to what extent that'll be useful, I don't really know. But there are a shit ton of green and black elves in Magic's history. I'm sure there's a lot of really janky stuff you can do with this. And then whenever another legendary elf you control enters, you draw 2 cards and you discard a card. Very, very good. It's obviously got the mill aspect built in with the draw 2 then discard. You can discard an elf with an activated ability. If you've got Thranduil on the battlefield, you can just get that activated ability for free without playing the elf. You can essentially skip summoning sickness on that ability, which is kind of crazy. I mean, right off the bat, Lathril, if you milled Lathril, I mean, it's such a great way to cheat out that ability, right? Like, your opponents wouldn't see it coming. Usually Lathril is like pretty telegraphed. People can see, okay, you need 10 more elves. But if you kept Lathril in your hand, you discard her, and then you've got that ability for free immediately on Thranduil. Obviously, if you didn't play him that turn. That's crazy that you can just immediately insta-hit that ability. And that's like one card that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there are an insane number of other elves with really good activated abilities. But why'd they have to give him blue, man? Green, sure, he's an elf. Black, sure, we're doing graveyard stuff. We're doing mill stuff. Green and black, Golgari, great combo for this guy. I think he's well costed. 5 cost for a 5/6. Really, really nice. They literally just added blue to this guy's cost so that he can be annoying. So the people who play this deck can be annoying and play counter spells. And that is so dumb. Yeah, in my opinion, this commander was perfect until they added the blue pip. Scratch that off the card, and he's great again. The blue is just going to make this deck so annoying to play against. It's really going to show you who the annoying blue players are in disguise as well. If you pull up to the LGS and someone is playing this, you know they really wanted to play blue and they're trying to be different, and it's not working. Alrighty, next treatment. Brush up on your Dwarvish with some Dwarvish Language cards. Stupid. This is a dumb idea. I get it. They did this, they did this with Phyrexia, and there were like the Phyrexian language cards. To me, those were kind of cool because it was the invasion of Phyrexian, was it the oil? I actually can't remember. It was kind of like taking over other planes. It was infecting everything, right? And that was kind of a fourth wall breaking moment where Phyrexia is taking over your real life magic cards, right? Like that's cool. That's cool flavor. This is just being a different language that is unreadable to most humans for no reason. Well, for the sake of it being rare and for the sake of it being worth more money. I'm sure people are going to try and, build decks that are like all Dwarven language or something. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just done for the sake of being different, which is just silly. Like, now when I play this guy, whoever this guy is, I don't know what he does or anything. I have to Google every time and find the English version of this card, which isn't even that easy to do, right? I gotta go into Scryfall and like type in his fucking numbers or something. I can't search this script. If you've got a French card, you can at least search the French and it'll come up with the English printing. You can't search these characters in Google. So you either have to like find it based on the art or like use the card code or whatever to try and find what your card does, unless you just remember it or you keep like the English version in the back of the sleeve or something like that. Yeah, to me this is just silly. And it's going to lead to so many like trust me bro situations, where someone says, oh no, trust me, I remember the text on this card. And they get one word wrong, they forget that it's a May ability or something like that, or it targets 2 creatures instead of 1. And then at the end of the game, everyone's gonna go back and be like, oh man, real bummer that you like got that wording wrong because we all just trusted you. I'm talking in a commander context here, obviously. I doubt these won't be tournament legal. So, yeah, silly. This is dumb. I mean, I'm glad to see here that they're not in the play sets at least, so you wouldn't draft these. Like in pre-release or whatever, you wouldn't be opening these. They're only in the collectors and other stuff. I assume in the draft night bundle, they're showing up in the collector booster that comes as a reward as part of the draft night bundle. But yeah, this is silly. This is not smart. Return home with a treasure trove of Dragon Hoard cards. These are cool. These are cool printings. I like these. Readable. Mana symbols make sense. Enough space for the text down here. Everything is legible. Cool border. Still, it's like technically full art, I guess. I mean, not at the bottom, but like up at the top. These are cool. These are very cool. I would definitely play these. I would definitely enjoy collecting these. Other printings, obviously we got full art. Awesome. This is another full art in a different style. This is cool. I dig these. These are cool. Vibey. Oh, and then the scene cards, yeah. Scene cards always slay. I think it's a cool, I like how scene cards are done because it's not forced down your throat like the way that the gold One Ring is and stuff. It's like, it's upselling and it's artificial rarity in a cool way. Because if you happen to collect them, or if you really love the set or whatever, you can go out of your way to buy the correct printings and stuff to make a scene. And that's cool. I think that's cool. Lands. Oh, man. I already went through the lands. They are so beautiful. Man, I think these are just stunning. I love these full art lands. I love that they're not just places. They're moments in the story, right? Even this, without the little horses and stuff in the front, this would still be really pretty. But I love that these are moments from the story, leaving the Shire, getting dropped off by the eagles to go to Beorn's house, the barrel escape from Mirkwood, the Mirkwood spiders. I assume this is arriving at the Lonely Mountain. I don't actually know, but super cool. I think these are beautiful. They nailed it. Now these, the seasonal arts, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. These are okay. To me, they're a bit uninspired. We just didn't need 2 sets of lands, in my opinion. These, they knocked out of the park. Just stick with the good thing, you know? Stick with the thing that's good. We didn't need this. I wanted to hop into some cool cards. So again, some of those I already went over on stream, so I'm gonna kind of skip to the good part, you know? Unexpected Journey, immediately pogging off about this card again for Gorion. I have there's a horn. There's an adventure horn. I can't remember what it's called. It also has an ability that makes like 1/1 white soldiers. This is just immediately better. Makes X 2/2 red dwarfs times 3 because doubled by Gorion and then doubled again by Lucky Clover. This is just gonna go crazy. And then this ability is cool, I guess. But yeah, I need this card. Tom, Bert, and William, I think these guys are cool. I think it's cool that they return to the battlefield as an artifact when they die, because they get turned to stone. I think the sagas look great in this. I love this like vertical watercolor painting that they've got going on for all of them. I think it looks beautiful. Hey, there they are, turning to stone. Sorry, target creature with power 4 greater. Does it kill? Oh, it does. Okay, good flavor. Good flavor. Until end of turn, target creature becomes an artifact in addition to its other types and gains indestructible. I guess they do become indestructible, I suppose. Very cool. Bilbo. I think this guy is... People are going to do shenanigans with this, right? Burglar's Plot. It's an adventure. Exchange control of 2 target non-land permanents that share a card type. Again, if you tripled this with Gorion, but either way, I think this is really powerful. I think this is super cool. And then he can't be blocked, and whenever Bilbo deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and then discard a card. Riddles in the Dark. This art is super cool. Love Gollum in the background as well. Nice and creepy. That is super cool. Yeah, down to Goblin Town. Oh man. Oh, there we go. We got him. I'm actually not sure if there's any reprints in this set from Lord of the Rings. I don't think so. I think like all the golems are new. I think that's the only overlapping character, and Gandalf obviously, between the two. Surely this Last Light of Durin's Day, surely this slaps if we're going on story beat. It's like a roundabout way of searching up a dragon. It's kind of cool. I just feel like there's better ways, right? Like dragons are so powerful as it is. I mean, there's dragon commanders that search for dragons. So I feel like it's just a bit weak, but it's cool flavor. Smaug the Magnificent. Yeah, this is the classic one that's also in gold. Oh, Beorn. Oh, it's a bear commander. Other bears you control get +2/+2 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a trample counter on up to 1 target creature you control. It becomes a bear in addition to its other types. Then if you control 3 or more bears, draw 2 cards. It literally is a bear commander. That's kind of cool. I mean, mono green, he's kind of limited, but that's cool. What do we got here? Bard, King of Dale. If you would draw a card, except the first one you drew, in each of your draw steps, I guess that's in case you take multiple turns or something, draw 2 cards instead. Okay. Cool, double card draw, no worries there. If 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many okay. Come on, dude, what are we doing? Double card draw and double token creation in blue and white. That is so stupid, man. White already makes so many dumb tokens. Okay, again, this card, right? You're running Bard. This card plus an unexpected party. Okay, immediately we're doubling our dwarf count. Yeah, Bard. What are we doing with Bard? What does this Bard do? He looks a bit weak here, at least. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay, so these two kind of play into each other. Second card a turn stuff. That's kind of cool. There is quite a lot of this in Lord of the Rings as well. Second card matters. So that's quite cool. Oh yes, this is the new, like, the dwarf mechanic. Storied. If you control 3 or more artifacts, legendaries, and or sagas, you have an enduring story for the rest of the game. I assume an enduring story is kind of like an emblem of sorts. I think the threshold for this is way too low for Commander, and maybe they balance this more for like limited formats. This is so easy to hit in a Commander deck, right? I mean, you're playing this guy for 6, you're probably ramping him out a bit early, but by now you've already got your Soul Ring, your Arcane Signet, and then him out. And that's excluding sagas, other artifacts, artifact lands, other legendary creatures, legendary artifacts, legendary, I mean, anything. And the fact that it's for the rest of the game is crazy. Because then, so you think, okay, well, the ability can't be that good if it's so easy to get. I mean, he basically comes down in a Commander setting and he is storied, right? Bifur's already has an enduring story, or you as the player have an enduring story, and this dude is just getting it. And then as long as you have an enduring story, if an ability of a dwarf you control triggers any ability, it triggers an additional time, which is just kind of, I don't know. I think that's kind of bonkers for something that is so easy to trigger. Maybe that's why they made him so expensive, but I feel like this mechanic is kind of going up against things like Delirium and the City's Blessing, where it, like, you know, card types matters kind of stuff, or like historical. And I think it's kind of missing. It's missing the mark for Commander, at least. And let's be honest, Wizards kind of mainly builds for Commander these days. I think maybe in Limited this plays a bit better because it's a bit harder to hit this. I mean, this in Draft is probably super cool because it's a little bit more tricky to get to this point. Again, not that tricky, especially if you've got like a Smaug or something that is going to make you treasures. You get your 3 treasures very quickly. I'm interested to see how this mechanic plays and if it's too powerful. Oh, these two should be good, right? The Arkenstone and My Precious. The Arkenstone, Seek the Heart. It's an adventure. Search your library for a legendary card, legendary creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle. Okay, that's good for 3 mana. And then for 5, creatures you control get +1/+1, and at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. That's good. Good artifact. Good legendary artifact. Does all the things you'd want it to do. Kind of partially a Caged Sun, partially a artifact that draws you cards a lot. I'm trying to think of one. Endstone. Does the Endstone draw you cards at the end of your turn? I think it does. I can't remember. My Precious. This art is super creepy. Very, very cool. I think this is my favorite art of the set so far. Allure of Power. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Oh, right, because that's Gollum killing... Who's the other guy? I can't remember. Smeagol and Deagle, when he kills Deagle. And he draws 2 cards. That's what the ring is worth, I suppose. Equipped creature has hexproof and can't be blocked. And then it equips 2 and you pay 2 life. Cool card. I'm glad they didn't, or maybe they are going to, but I haven't seen a One Ring reprint yet, which is good, I think. We don't need more of that, but who knows? Maybe they will reprint it. I suppose, actually, let me tell you, it should be reprinted for the price, to bring the price down, but I mean, I just don't feel like playing with the One Ring in draft, so that's why I don't want it in the set. And that's it. That's it for the spoilers. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Cool set. I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping I can do pre-release 13th of August. 13th of August. I'm very keen. Yeah. The set is gonna be awesome.